Hello, hello. What's up, my guys and girls? I think. Possibly. No tweets, no nothing, because I'm already running late. Well, I was setting some things up. In fact, I still want something sweet. So give me one moment. Nom Nom's Greek yogurt. Num. What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing all right. One would hope, anyway. Yeah, everything's looking good, I think. Let's knock that out. Knock this in. While I nom some more. You know what? Before we do this, let's I'm sure my squadron. I've been trying to get my squadron up and running. Hold on. But no, chotomate. Chotomate te. Either accidentally bought jackpot or. But either way, doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with me. Now is this expensive. I love how Gold Saucer continues to make you incentivize you to go over there, considering that it's less expensive to teleport there, just like if you had favorited the location. Anyway. Let's check on these buggers. Soon I will be able to purchase, like, the faster I beef these guys up so I can purchase the teleport directly here for the cost of a ticket. That'll be nice. Plus I can change people's roles and whatnot. Okay, question first. I forget if the chakra actually dies when you teleport to the next spot anyway. Two for now. I forgot, how do you get that mount? You girls say anything? One of you is actually sleeping. Crunch, 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 crunch. Mm. Mm. That went the wrong way. But how y'all doing? Oop. It doesn't auto open this thing anymore. I don't know why. But anyway, how y'all doing, everybody? I'm just trying to finagle some things while I'm here. I've been just pretty tired, if I'm being honest. This week's been a little weird. Not as bad as the one day last week, but Web group, why you do something now? I mean, I'm grateful. You keep me nice and protected. Oh, now I'm actually on this screen. I can do certain things. There's a couple things. I promise we will continue as soon as we finish this. Where's the echo one? Maybe we do this. Yeah. I want to play with more of this stuff that's nums. Nummy nums. But we'll deal with that later. Alright. A little bit lower. There we go. Alright, Element. Hit me with your best shot. You are returned, and unharmed, I see. Indeed. I am pleased to report that the Light Warden is no more, thanks in large part to you. That the death of a single Sin Eater should make such a difference. As our numbers waned, so too did our hope that the ruins we had devoted our lives to guarding would ever find purpose. Yet here you are, the allies for whom we'd waited these many centuries, and with your arrival came the chance to pass on our legacy. The ancient wisdom of the Empire. Nom-noms, yes. Much yum nom-noms. Frozen Greek yogurt. Nom-noms. With cookie dough. That alone would have been reward enough. Never did we imagine it would serve to banish the light that pervaded these woods. On behalf of the V's and our forebears and the late Emperor of Ronka, you have our deepest thanks. Did we ever get that salute? I don't remember. I haven't played with the emotes in ages. It is we who should be thanking you. Our journey through the Katana Ravel proved most enlightening. To be privy to such knowledge is an honor. One for which we never hoped. Please, you do not need to be so humble. We but do our duty as decreed by the late emperor. Would that he were still with us to express his gratitude in person. Oh yeah, that update. But I have already seen a meme that points out that it's not airtight, but it does improve things. But sister, does this not mean our duty is fulfilled? To our allies, perhaps, but the ruins cannot be left unguarded. So long as we live here in these woods, the secrets of Veronica must not fall into the wrong hands. Thanks for the like there, Giovanni. Nice to see you again. Is Runar still here? No, we escorted him back to Slitherbow shortly after you set out. If you would return to the Knights Blessed, we will not keep you any longer. I suspect they would be glad for your company. Thank you, Almet. I look forward to the day when we might share a more leisurely visit to the ruins of Veronica. We will rate your return then. Nothing is ever airtight. Especially when it comes to, what's it called? Terms and conditions. Actually, let's, where did I put it? There it is. So duty roulette is empty right now, but we have some nuns. Here's where you got the usual other bits. Does this count, I wonder? Considering it's selling the leave kits rather than selling carries. And this is want to buy, so technically that still sits in a good spot. Actually, you want to know what? But that's selling an item, again, not carries. But you want to know what? The fact that I'm seeing all these advertisements for FCs for the first time in, like, ever, I think points that it's at least doing a better job than before. For those who are unaware, it used to be that you would sell carries and you'd basically put duty roulette, but there's like none of that. The only other thing I wonder, and it's going to be hard to tell for right now, is because we're in between patches. There's not that much going on anyway, so we'll see what happens once we get. Oh, and we should check the privates. No, nothing here. All right. But that done does good. I like it. Nice, good improvements. Oh, here I am like, why are there so many locked duties? Oh, wait. I'm on Yang. I don't have any of the current freaking high-end duty stuff unlocked yet. Oh, dearie dear. All right, back to Slitherbow. Am I lazy? Yes, of course I am. I will spend the extra money. It doesn't matter to me. Not on this character, and not right now. Runar, you're looking well. Voice acting or no? Yes. We'll let it play out. Why do we care about them again? as they should. Run! Yes, very much so. I'm fairly certain that the not bringing back the night is definitely going to bring a lot of pain and suffering. People stubbing their toes. Also, you can go to the children and say, "Fuck you! We win. We didn't change over to your side, and we brought the darkness anyway." I mean, that's a nice sentiment, but I don't think that. Yeah, we got a couple other places we got to go liberate. It's kind of important. We're all gonna die? Hmm. You don't have to cover your eyes anymore. It's dark enough out here as it is. Oh. Hi, Ardbert. What's up? See, I'm undoing all your mistakes. Aren't you happy for me? And level up. Yee! 78. And I got the useless Ant-Man, which we're going to keep. All right, yeah, let me bring it up. Only because I'm trying to remember. And since we were looking at it so much, am I keeping I think Ant-Man is one of the ones that we're actually keeping. An Ant-Man. And yes. And it does the same thing. Okay, you know what? I take it back. It's not useless. It's just useless for me who doesn't raid on Monk right now. But I bet you in raid where, you know, I don't really want to waste my perfect balance to hit twin snakes. Yeah, probably makes sense. All right. Stola, what's up, my dude? The girl, whatever. No, it pains me to leave. It is time I returned with you and the others to the Crystarium. But before we go, might I speak with you in private? I await you in my chambers. In private, huh? Her chambers, huh? Sorry, Runar. I apologize in advance, but I might have to take advantage of this situation. This isn't your chambers, this is your living room. The chambers are probably back here. Come on, let's go. I think you locked the door. You still, you want to open it up? No? Alright. Thank you for coming. I thought to keep my suspicions to myself, but after witnessing your victory at Raktika Falls, I fear they proved true, and so I must share them with you. From the first, when we met at Fort Gone, your aether has appeared tainted, suffused with an overabundance of light, not unlike the Sin Eaters. When you defeated the Light Warden, I fear the light which poured forth from it was not negated by Headland's blessing. Rather, it was absorbed into your being. Urianger also suspects as much, though he is unwilling to share his thoughts on the matter. One thing is certain. With every warden you defeat, the danger to you grows greater perhaps than we can imagine. If you begin to feel anything strange, anything at all, pray, inform me at once. You should hurry before the others begin to worry. Once I've sorted out my things here, I will join you. That's something we really had to talk in private about, though. I mean, like, that... Okay, what did she say at first? I thought it was only going to be a one-line thing of this. Pray, go on ahead. I would first attend to these unsightly collection of books. I'd always complained that her cave was such a mess. Books and scrolls strewn about like a child's playthings. Gods, I really am turning into her. That's why she invented all those brooms to help clean up and the frogs. Go and summon a couple Pirogros. They can help you out. Also, this isn't as big of a mess as hers is right now. Unless, you know, something in your actual chambers over here is a lot dirtier than you're expecting me to see. Maybe that's why she didn't want to go back to her actual chambers. She forgot to clean up. Up. And now we got a while before we get to the next dungeon, though, because the next dungeon is the well. Though I am at the right level, so I don't have to worry about that, at least. We took one last patrol of the perimeter. All things considered, Slitherbow remains relatively unscathed. Thanks to the antidote, all those who were poisoned will make a full recovery. And with the night sky returned, their prayers have at last been answered. Hell yeah! I'm gonna say the line. I think it's here. If it's not here, it's after... Oh, wait. Art thou certain this is best? What did she say first? Sorry to keep you all waiting. Shall we be off then? Okay, so nothing that important. I'll not deny there's a part of me that wishes I could stay. For 2 years I have lived with the Blessed, learned their culture, even going so far as to adopt Master Matoya's name as my own. But pray I did honor it. I pray I did honor to it. Hold on. No! You're gonna change your expression. I need to go back to that later. Whatever. Now is not the time for doubt or hesitation. Come. We must return to the Crystarium. I could teleport us all if you want. Speak with Yashola. Yeah, at the Crystarium. Yeah, we're doing this. Large hops? Yep. That's what we're doing. Nope, this away. This is the way that we're going. Also, I should probably go through, no, because the gear I get from there is only slightly better, like by 6 eye levels. Oh. I should probably go back to Katana Ravel, if only just to get more gear for myself. Ah, I should have talked to everybody else. Oh well. Oh well. All things considered, it's hardly surprising that Alphino and Alice have yet to arrive, but where is the Exarch? My friends, tis good to see you all again. Where's your sister? How do you know? It has been too long. I assume your presence here means you brought the word of the warden. Brought word of the warden hiding in Raktika? No, just death. Death is all we brought. Found and slain, you say? I should have known. Yulmore has but recently dispatched soldiers to all corners of Norvrand to defend them. I'm glad to see their efforts were wasted on the Great Wood. Speaking of Yulmore, what came of your meeting with Varthri? Yes, about that. It proved to be... Exarch, you mustn't push yourself. Your time away from the tower has clearly taken its toll. No doubt you are tired as well from having traveled so far. Why don't we all take a much-needed rest before we discuss our findings? I thought to propose the very same. After your clash with the warden, you deserve a chance to recuperate. It's settled then. We reconvene once after everyone had time to settle in. Damn it, when is she gonna do the line? I want to do the line! Ah, yeah, that's the Pixies. This is, I should probably at least complete the one, right? Oh, I'm required to complete at least one of them, right? I think so. Since I'm just gonna go here and then pop back out again, I'm gonna go do this, do the cutscene, and then we'll go over to, Welcome back, miss. Returned from a lengthy excursion, I take it? Well, your room is made ready, if you care to retire. Very good. I pray you sleep sound and pleasant dreams. You know, I would like not to have to, but, you know, other people are telling me I gotta, so I gotta. I just gotta. All right. I like how she's looking herself over. Kind of, sort of, sure. I must stay the course for the others. What if that changes? What if it overwhelms me? Then I suppose there's not to do but rest. What would Yang do here? It's gotta be one of the top two. She's not that lazy as to say there's not to do but rest. You know what? I'll do the second one. Why not? I mean, you're here. Die. Gives you pause to think and making Endwalker that much more interesting, considering we haven't really tied up that loose end. Tempered, yes. To be fair, that is correct. They'd have you believe, but it's absolutely true. One man's hero is another man's villain. You were trying to save the first by becoming the villains on the source. You know? I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Mhm. Yeah, if I'm being honest, same, same. How are they able to walk around in Garland 2 without being caught? Out of curiosity. Hi, Stinian. Yeah, the start of the Civil War. Oh no. What? Hi. Oh, that's right. Xenos hasn't come back technically yet. Hmm. Speak of the devil, there he is. The way he says "my friend" is unnerving to say the least. That is a fight, isn't it? For a second, I thought it was just a nightmare. What? Very well then. Doesn't sound like much of a fight, but hold on. Let's mend things. When it rains? Ah, I suspect you might be awake. Could scarce imagine you sleeping through such a commotion. An entire host of sin eaters appears to be advancing on the Crystarium. Emergency measures are being taken as we speak. Rest assured, however, that we are safe so long as we remain in the Crystal Tower's aegis. You may return to your quarters if you wish. Yes, I thought you might feel that way, and I cannot say that your assistance would be anything less than welcome. But I must remain here to disseminate information to other residents. But you are under no such obligation, and thus free to aid the townsfolk whoever may be distressed. The Exedra tends to become a point of congregation in times of need, crowded with those who seek solace and companionship. You would have my personal gratitude if you could provide succor to those there. And we'll come back to that in a minute. We'll head this away. Your townsfolk are by, you spy none who seem to distress. Yang! There you are, Alice. I was wondering where you were. I've only just returned from Amrang, and yet I find the Crystarium monas from being beset by sin eaters? Where are they all coming from? This shouldn't be possible. We restored the darkness. I have a sneaking suspicion. Well, this is a fortunate coincidence. Brother, tell me you have some idea why this is happening. I may, but for the moment, we need to postpone such discussions in favor of action. The Crystal Exile is preparing to deploy a barrier around Crystarium as we speak. Ensuring that he is able to do so should be our first concern. There are a number of other instruments placed around the Crystarium that function as anchors for the barrier. I'm on my way to activate them now. In which case, 3 passive hands would be better than 1? Very well. I'll take the ones to the south. I shall deal with the northern apparatus then. Will you handle the western two? There are ensconced on the platforms extending from the upper level of the Aetheryte Plaza. Plaza. We're heading out to the Aetheryte Plaza. Is it just me or does this area feel super empty than it usually does? Or am I thinking of Yule more than I'm thinking of the Crystarium? Having very little idea as to how it functions. It appears the activation device is successfully. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing, but it worked! I don't know what I'm doing, but it worked! Well, we got the shield up, so we're good. But I assume we need to punch things still. Let's go. Battle? Sounds like battle. What do you have to say, Alice, before we go into battle? If Alfino is opting to act first and speak later, I don't doubt the urgency of the situation. Let's go. And this might be useless because it might rip it from me as it level sinks me, but we ought to join the vanguard as soon as possible. The number of eaters we just saw is an indication we're facing a formidable host. Yep, we're sinking to the 76, so I'm being synced 2 levels down. Man, this thing has like a opening pass, like we're going into a dungeon, but we're so very clearly not. What lovely weather, just what we needed. It seems the battle has already begun in earnest. Make haste. The Shire forces are engaging sin eaters at various locations across Lakeland. Assist them in defeating the enemies before they are decimated. Before they are decimated, not after. Not important. Man, ripping this apart more than I do the freaking trust stuff. Where are we headed? I'll follow Alice. Alrighty, that way. Alrighty, next up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Alrighty. I was thinking to take on the big one that was over there, but I guess we'll take out the ones over here. There it is. Oh, come on, Yashola. You can do better than Meteor, or whatever the heck that one. That wasn't even Meteor. You could have done better than that. I'm sure Master Matoya would have learned freaking Meteor of all spells. Why are they all so fast? They're not sprinting. And if they are, they're sprinting consistently, which is not fair. Oh, hey guys. Wonderful. Yay, I get a balance. I do damage. Did I get targeted with something else? Me do damage. Why are they all so much faster than me? Oh man, the fact that they can sprint so fast. It is as we feared. But our task is as it ever was. Turn the tide. Now, if you didn't interrupt my running... Hmm? There they are. It's like, where's the next round? I realize how tired I am because I'm not talking very much. You guys know I can talk when I'm not tired. Wow, my brain don't think good. When brain tired, I don't work good at all. What does it look like I'm at? I'm on my feet. Oh wow, that's lots. But it's all right. Someone's got a really annoying Mikote voice, I think. One of the NPCs, obviously. Forgiven hypocrisy. You are not forgiven for your hypocrisy. Come here. Actually, hold on. Brotherhood. Forgiven Venery. Venery? What the heck's Venery again? Someone remind me what Venery is, because I feel like a dodo. Theory and practice. Okay. Okay, Alpha, no, sure. Alrighty. I lost twin stakes. No. Ah! I'd give you something too, Alice, but I do damage. It's very important I do damage. That's not fair! I do damage! Why does Alice gotta take all the cool, flashy moves? Yeah, this is nothing. Wow. turned tail and fled that fast, huh? That's not good. Why is he so passionate about killing them? Other than, you know, the obvious. It just seems very strange that he's like, this one is mine. It's like, okay. You feels bad, man. Uh, I think the point is that it's not Mercy Arbor, and that's why, but that phrase though. The last half of that phrase is heavy. Though the losses be hollow, claim them. Oof. Big oof. It seems we've driven them back, for the time being at least. The wounded have been collected and are undergoing treatment now. Once they're ready to be moved, we'll have them carried back to the Crystarium. The dead as well, of course. Those whose body remained, anyway. Debbie Downer here. The others are helping to treat the wounded. I'm planning to assist them in moving them, but even so, we simply don't have enough hands. I'm sure you're fit to fall over after what we've been through. Gods know I am. But if you could see a few of the to a few of the patients, that would be an enormous help. BD3. Captain Lean is out there somewhere. You might want also consider asking her if there are any outstanding areas of needs. We'll talk later. Later. Ah. But isn't it Creative Division 3 that does Final Fantasy 14? Am I crazy? Oh, there you go. No. Aha. Next to that. I mean, like I said, they've been with your feet out. The man gazes at you. His fingers twitch as if to reach you. Relax his strength to raise his hand. Just spare a moment longer. This guy's at least not dying, Alpha. No, can you go talk to this guy, please? Maybe a little bit more important. Don't touch me. I killed her. I killed her. She was one of them. I know, but yeah, that kind of stuff is wow. Just super heavy. Just the realities of war, eh? And not just that we lost people that we knew. It's on this playing field, so where is it? Let's see if we see it from in the upper level. Where am I looking for? Somewhere here, according to this thing. Ah, there it is. Anguish Guard. Thank you, but it's too late. One of them got me. I turn. Please. Please kill me, I beg you. I promise I'll knock you upside the head at least once for being such a freaking moron. We got you. Where's Lena? There she is. Yes, I need to check on you to make sure you're okay. Yeah, I think the slightly sarcastic nature would fit Yang here. Shouldn't you be resting? What would the guard do without their captain? So the face tells me it's not as sarcastic as I thought it was going to be. Oh no, she took an arrow to the knee. Now she'll never be an adventurer like me. Okay, sorry, too old meme. Anyway, I'm fine. What? Okay, as stiff as I thought her acting was, that line though. I'm like on the verge of tears myself with that read. Holy shit. Wow. Oh my god. Like it's almost like she saved up all the acting skill that I thought she kind of lacked by comparison to the rest of the cast for that. Wow. Ugh. Okay. We pushed your thing back so you don't get to say shit, asshole. You know, that line has a lot of weight behind it. If you think about it, because Vothry controls the Sin Eaters. So A, it's of your own making because you defied me. I told you you shouldn't, but you did anyway. And B, divine retribution for your own defiance. I am a god. I am God. You don't get to overwrite Natsuhito Matsuri like that, okay? Hold on. I need to charge my headset real quick. Like, I will say that nothing else in this entire expansion was as satisfying as punching his shit in. Even though it wasn't Vothry himself that we were doing it to anymore, it was, well, it was still Vothry, but it was like hot Vothry, not, you know, fat ass motherfucker Vothry. No, you don't. How does anybody buy this shit? Oh, looks like the little one needs something. Hold on, sorry. But seriously, how does anybody buy that bullshit? Like, I understand that no one freaking knows that he's actually controlling the Sin Eaters, but that anybody thinks that he can actually provide such a thing, I don't know. Ah ha 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 ha. But yes, you going back to that though, 110%. You're right. They knocked it out of the park. The writing, top notch. Like, okay, the one thing that is weak, that anything in this setup is absolutely weak by comparison to a lot of other single player games, and I'm going to stress single player games, is the animations of body movements and stuff is stiff, repetitive, something or other, etc. But that's because this is an MMO. They have to be able to do that on a massive scale is really difficult. But they make up for it in spades with camera movements, facial expressions, line reads. It's amazing what they pull off. They just knocked it out of the park. And if Endwalker ends up being okay by comparison, I think they still won, because it's really hard to top something like this. But I honestly feel like it's going to be, at the very least, good, if not absolutely great. But I will reserve actual proper judgment till I've played it. See. You never extended your hands until we started doing shit against you, by the way. I like how he says, "Oh, you rejected my offer of peace." Yeah, you tried to offer not exactly peace, but like your own dominance over us after we said, fuck off. The 1.3? I thought it was... Yeah, 1.3. Although, rephrasing, I don't think it's 1.3 story content. It's, I think, words count in particular. But that doesn't mean anything, because that's still a lot being written. Foreshadowing. I can't find myself to disagree with this this statement. Shall we throw it back in his face when we go kill him later on? And all of a sudden it's raining. Lena is gazing upwards, solemnly upward. It's not difficult to guess at what occupies her minds. Author's ship is already gone. How flattering. He came all this way just to give his little speech. I apologize for my early outbursts. Rest assured I have no intention of allowing my wounds to affect the performance of my duties. Especially not now. If I may, could you seek out Thancred and Minfilia for me? They endangered themselves on my behalf, and I would feel better knowing that they are well looked after. Thancred in particular sustained quite an injury from that Sin Eater. I would not be surprised if he were in Spagricus, possibly still. Yeah. Like, the fact that it's word count and not actual content makes no difference, because, especially for an RPG, like if this was like an FPS or something, it'd be like, okay, but what the fuck does that mean to me? But wait, where am I going? Oh, I'm going to the Crystarium. But since it's an RPG, in my opinion, an RPG with a shit story, or an incomplete story. And by incomplete, I don't mean like laying threads for future content. I mean just like I feel like you just kind of glossed over something that's kind of important or that I'd like to know about. You know, flavor text, that kind of stuff. I believe it needs to work on bumping up its count, because honestly, the RPG is short. I will, recall other developers for role-playing game. You know what? As I've said in the past, the issue with Mass Effect 3 is more of the end feeling a little either rushed or incomplete. You're right. But the majority of that game I had a blast with. And I should get back to Mass Effect as well at some point. Both Mass Effect and Yakuza, but, little bits at a time, I suppose. You'll hear from me? But it puts you through the trouble. I'm fine, really. The Eater landed an unfortunate solid blow, but the healers here have done wonders. I'm more worried about Mephilia. She's not taking it well. Could I ask you to speak with her? My attempts to reach out seem to have had the opposite effect. She's gone on to the Hortorium, ostensibly to fetch herbs for Chesme. Just talk to her, will you? Yeah. Because honestly, literally up until I was all on board with Mass Effect 3's ending, all the way up until I made it to I forget what they described it as. But up on the basically it's the Citadel is what they bring there, and you make it to the Citadel. Oh wow, the angle made it look like flat ground here, but yeah, no, these are stairs. At that point, it started getting a little off the rails. And I think the major issue about Mass Effect 3 feeling incomplete is that after everything, it's basically, think about it this way. It's what Toby Fox is trying to avoid through Deltarune, where nearly everything in Undertale had consequence to how characters would react to you later in one degree or another, or through another playthrough, etc. He knew that he couldn't keep that up on such a large scale. So he's toned it down to being only certain things have consequence, but not everything. And unfortunately, Mass Effect was touted as everything you do comes back to either bite you or boon you later on. And they actually did a very good job, but then that last segment was exactly what it needed to culminate to. It couldn't just land and say, Like, you want to know what? If that last part of the ending that ended up being a choice between 2 or 3 different things was not a choice you had to make, but a choice that was dictated to you based upon everything you had done beforehand, like, you don't get to choose which one of the 3 endings you picked, but you did choose it because of all the stuff you did before. You hit certain, let's talk about it from actually the game perspective, not a story perspective or the player's experience perspective. You hit certain triggers that caused this ending to get picked. I'm sure that a lot more people would feel a little bit better about it. At least a smidgen. Like, even if the endings were exactly the same, a god wave through the universe that is a different color depending on what had happened. Yes, that still feels finicky, but it wouldn't feel that bad if basically things you did throughout all 3 games caused the choice. Oh, no. You never have to choose, you never have to woo any specific girl from one point to woo them later. You can woo them at any point in time. Because think about it. In technicality, you could cheat on the on your previous bow, I'll call them, to pick up a new person because you have a new person in the party that you didn't have before. That you're like, oh no, that's better. You know, that person's better for me. Like from the perspective of, like, had I started seriously playing Mass Effect series in Mass Effect 1 and not Mass Effect 2, I probably would have picked up either Ashley or Liara. No, probably more Ashley. Liara was really awkward and weird. Not weird, but not my type per se. In Mass Effect 1, she got better in later in the later games, if I'm being absolutely honest. But I would have picked up Ashley. Ashley's not the best either, but of the two, I would have gone that direction. And those are the only two choices you have when you're playing male. And then when you're playing female, it's basically Kaden and Liara. So, yay, choice. But then they expanded it in 2. But because I started in 2, I knew that I could pick up Tali, and so I tried my best to not have anybody, and I could avoid Liara. But then that means if I was being nice to everybody, like I like to be throughout my playthroughs of whatever the hell I'm playing, that means I would have to get Ashley. So I had to have her die because of the bug that was there. If you're nice to Ashley and you're not dating Liara, you automatically bet Ashley. And I didn't want to have... It's a weird bug because I would rather have her dying on my conscience than me cheating on her. Weird, ain't it? All right, let's talk to Menphilia. You know, I think Yang would be the kind of person to poke her into the water. So I'll position myself like I'm going to, but I know it's not going to happen. Oh, Yang, what are you doing here? Tancred. It's my fault, you know. I jumped at the chance to help Lena, but I was careless, and now it's my fault. You can make up for it by being there for him. Are you sure? I've brought... Oh! You want to know what? Show. I'm sorry. I take it back. Only because, again, things have consequence later on in the story. Please make sure you get Best Girl in 2. You get Tali in 2. Because when you do her mission, or the mission, I suppose, because there's no specific to each character missions anymore. There's just overarching stuff. And you bring Kaden, I guess? Did I bring Kaden, was it? I forget who I brought. But then the entire mission, because you have to bring Tali and then you can bring somebody else. Like nearly the entire mission was freaking innuendo banter between the two of you. And whoever you bring is like, did I miss something? And then because I didn't bring Edie with me, Edie mentions something in particular. I forget what it was. About, you know, basically laying down the thing of how we got together last game, and the person, the third party was like, oh, okay. It was the best thing ever. Oh, and I'm not gonna give you more detail than that. What they say, etc. No. So yes, make sure you woo best girl in 2, if only for that scene later. It is worth it, I promise you. I need to go look that up. In fact, I'm gonna look it up now. I'm sure it's not gonna. I've sectioned off the browser audio, so it should not be a problem. But let's see here. Tally and Shepard. There we go. Auto finish. Tally and Shepard flirt. I'll do this one because this one's cadence at least. And this is what I remember in my brain. Here we go. The first one had a little reaction between the two of them. Here we go. So the only hint I'll give you as to one of the things that they say is Tally mentions, "Oh, thank you, Shepard, for helping me out with this thing." And he goes, "Of course, I care deeply about the Quarian people." Oh my god, the other one I'll leave behind, but that one made me laugh so hard. Oh, and yes, he put emphasis on deeply, so it's just like, yes, I do. Thank you very much. Now I want to go play Mass Effect. Fuck. I still haven't finished Mass Effect 1, so. Let's see, you're looking for something with a soft leaves that's very fragrant in an unmistakably medicinal way, I was told. So a soft leaf that's got a medicinal fragrance. All right. That was funny. Oh. I'm not sure if you were here for, I forget if it was last stream or the stream before. But I feel like more recently, there was a Lord of the Rings reference that was thrown in my face. I think I screenshotted it. No, that's not it. Ah, there it is. So, Show, I have 2 screenshots for you. So give me a moment here. Moment. Okay, that's not the screenshot. That's my screen right now. All right. Let's line it up. Good enough. Okay, now let me open up what I want to open up. All right. Boop. So it's this right here. Keep it secret, keep it safe. I feel like that's a Lord of the Rings reference. What was the other one? Nope, wrong way. This is the other thing I wanted to show you. Nothing about it really screams what the name is, but I got that reference. All right. Ophelia, what do you got to say otherwise? Sorry, I didn't even read it. My brain just shut down. I asked someone who looked like they know what they're doing. They pointed to the herb I was looking for right away. Hope you didn't have too much trouble with yours. Yeah, when I saw that person's name, I felt like the Captain America meme. I understood that reference. Marvelous. With this, I can replenish a store of medicines. We're struggling to keep up with the number of wounded that were brought in. I wasn't on the field, but it doesn't matter. The police faces make it plain there was a horrible battle. And we're still fighting it, I suppose, though with bitter medicine rather than sharp steel. But we'll win, I promise you that. It seems I owe you an apology for dragging you to yet another battlefield when you've just come off the front lines. In both cases, I'm sure that your efforts saved more than a few. With Spagyricus? I mean, you mean as part of the actual commercial? Versus, the fact that Nanako sings it every single time? Everyday young life, jeunesse. Anyway, I'm a little disappointed. Now that I think about it, Atlas did so well with the PC release of Persona 4 Golden, yet they haven't done a PC release of Persona 3 FES, nor Persona 5 The Royal. So either it's taking them a lot more work to do the change, or it was literally a cash grab to fund something else. And the answer would be no. I do not know who sung the commercial version. least not off the top of my head. I assume it's the same person who even spoke the commercial lines in the one cutscene, right? No, not that we intend to let you do it alone, but that's a matter discussed with the Exarch. You know the Exarch? Maybe. We do. Was there something you needed? Really? Okay. You want to know what? I think I can hear it. It sounds like where she tends to. I mean, like, granted, she actually. Okay, hold on. Let's like Chie is almost like her natural voice, but it sounds like she tries to go. No, not June's. I want Juness. Is it? This is the anime, but it'll be close enough. Hold on. All right, here we go. Mm-hmm. There we go. It sounds like she's trying because Chie is like her natural voice. It sounds like this is her trying to sound grown up almost. It's a little strange to say, but I have to hear Nanako say it. If I'm gonna do that, I need to stop and wait for Nanako to sing it. I could say that. Yeah, I could totally see that was my brain just broke. I forgot her name. But yeah, Chie is VA. Okay. At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was this beautiful, he told me. I'm so glad that I got to see the night sky. Wait, what? Okay, stop. Aaron. And apparently she's a near replicant now too. And apparently in Persona 5 Royal, I'll get to that, when I get to that. I don't know who that character is. Wasn't Catherine full body? Oh my god, you got to be effing with me right now. Okay, hold on. So, because freaking Jaden used to watch this show pretty religiously. Storybots. She's holy shit! What? Okay, she was part of Persona 5. She was that bot in freaking Nier Automata, so she's basically been in every Nier game. Ish. It depends on whether or not she's actually in Nier. Danganronpa, Tales of Xillia 2. She was Bullet in freaking Chrono Phantasma. Unfortunately, the only Blaze Blue game I played only had Japanese dubbing, and they didn't bring Bullet to freaking Cross Tag Battle like I wanted them to. No. Hold on. What? No. What? Good. She's Nanamo? I feel like that now you're shitting with me. Wait. Oh, that explains it. I definitely was not listening to the English voice actors in. Wow, they got a really good voice actor for Nanamo at the start. Almost makes you want to go back and actually listen to her voice in 2.0, but that's what I figured. It was something like that. She's Parasol? No. Really? Okay. I wasn't aware of that. That came the hell out of nowhere. Man, we're sidetracking. Yeah, there she is. She's Naz and May Kanker. The hell? She was Morgan in Cross Edge. Oh my god. There was a video game made off that shit movie. Are you kidding me? Oh, but Breeze, they made a fighting game off of Street Fighter the movie that was already based off a fighting game. Yeah, but at least Street Fighter the movie was terribly entertaining. Dragon Ball Evolution was just terrible. Oh, she was in Daihack GU? Hey, she played a part in basically the two biggest MMOs. She was in World of Warcraft and in Final Fantasy. What? Holy shit! I've known this voice actress for a lot longer than I thought. Between Ed, Ed and Eddie, Saber Marionette J, Sailor Moon, apparently. What? What the fuck? I know you didn't hear it, but what the fuck? I can't even. What is this? Why is Aaron so prolific in shit that I know? I'm so confused, but why? I'm all using this real quick to That was a mistake. Because even though it's Chie Satonaka, apparently they don't recognize her as being from Persona 4. If I click it that way... Persona 4 Golden. Close enough. Actually, I shouldn't say close enough, because she wasn't actually Chie's voice actress in Persona 4. Johnny Humbosh! Like, he's the... These two, actually, even Laura Bailey, I'm no longer surprised. Never mind. I'm so confused. But like, confused as in like, I'm surprised because it's just like, where in the hell did what? Yeah. No, that's definitely who I thought it was. All three of these guys are, I say guys, but you know, all three of these voice actors, I think Anna, I don't think this headshot does her any justice there. But I'm fairly certain that Sam and Laura, and only because I see their faces, I don't think about the actual people, but they're on Critical Role, aren't they? Hold on, I'm just gonna look up Critical Role. Nah, I'm just ADDing all over the place. I blame you, show. You started this. And Laura. Like, the only one I know by name, yeah, there's Sam Riegel. No, Anna Graves is not here. It's Ashley Johnson, who I was thinking of. By face, anyway. But yeah, Travis, I kind of knew by name as well, just because people call him by name accidentally. Despite his character, because they usually call each other by their characters' names, so I don't think about, you know, what their names actually are. I just know them by their face. So when I saw obviously the headshots in Persona 4, I was like, wait, I recognize him. Hold on. And of course, I recognize Laura. I was wrong about Anna, but that's okay. That does not detract on how well she did for Naoto. So I will give her credit nonetheless. But holy shit, 2 people from Critical Role. I guess technically you could say 3 people from Critical Role eventually, just because. Actually, is it Matt Mercer or somebody else who took over Troy's? Yeah, Matt. Matt took over Troy on Persona 4. Basically moving forward. So yeah, that makes 3 different voice actors that are on Critical Role. Impressive. I need to go back to my thing later on. My own thing. Alrighty. I don't know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there, and I don't know if what Valtteri says is true. If our losses were just desserts, and we are doomed ourselves to worse continue by fight this fight. But I believe in the Warrior of Darkness, in the Crystal Exarch. I don't think what they've done is wrong, and I don't think we're wrong to fight with them either. My friend, he smiled in the end, just as he smiled when he raised his glass to celebrate the return of night. That's how I want to remember him. So I want to tell the Exarch, don't give up. Don't give in. Please. We'll tell him. You have my word. You did what now? You psychic bitch, I see you there. You gotta clip that kind of bullshit for me? Jesus Christ. And to think, this all started with you pointing out that Chia was the one who voiced the freaking Junez commercial. If you're ready, why don't you go on ahead to the ocular? Okay. All right. After this quest, or at least whatever major story beats in this quest, I think I'll take a break for tonight and we'll continue tomorrow. My brain is still a little fried in multiple different ways. I was tired. I got kind of woken up by my little shock and, well, not only shock, but also my fanboying over some other things. Well, no shit. I can't do the clipping. I'm busy doing my thing. All right, Mr. Exarch. I got a message for you. Welcome, my friend. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield precede you, though I confess I found them more gladdening than surprising. I hear no few of our people have you to thank for plucking them from the jaws of death. Would they not? Would that they not needed saving to begin with? But the responsibility lies with me. Don't worry about it, my dude. One of our soldiers said that? Thank you. Rest assured that I fully intend to continue our work. I will not shrink from what must be done, now least of all. Though I must mourn the lost, but I mourn the lost, I will not lose myself to grief. So, though I mourn the loss, I will not lose myself to grief. And even should regret be my constant companion, I shall follow the path I have chosen to its end. We have some time before the others arrive if you like to talk. Let's chill. And if I were to confess any doubts I might harbor, no one need ever know? No. I believe you have enough burdens without my adding to them. Nevertheless, thank you. See, it's all coming back anyway. A very brutal assault. This was to be expected. Leave him alone. I'll punch him in the face at the end of the expansion proper. See, but we would have thought to notify you in advance if we knew where you were. You like to slink around in the shadows where we can't freaking see you! Someone in here is a sin eater. I take issue with the term minions of light. I feel like I'm being insulted here. Mm-hmm. Also known as a well. Actually, before that, my brain just thought of something. Because if I remember correctly, Yishtol has been here for like 5 years. Everybody's been here for a number of years, give or take. And now they're complaining about weeks. So what you're telling me is, you guys can't get anything done until I show up? Is that what I'm hearing? I'm not sure if we want to go that far, though. ADD moment. Holy shit. Holy crap. Okay. Sorry. I just, something else came to mind. What was it that Emmett said before then? Yes, perfect. One oracle, the oracle lies dormant within you, doesn't she? But to draw on her true power, you must become one body and soul. To wit, one being must consume the other. So who shall be the winner? You know, in Ruby, Oscar keeps saying that he doesn't want to lose himself because of the fact he's sharing with Oscar, with Ozpin / Ozma, right? Someone tell me why Oscar has to be the one to disappear. It could be just that the memories start flooding back into his brain case of Ozma and Ozpin and obviously all the incarnations in between. But he himself is the one in control. I'm sorry, ADD moment. I had to, though. It was kind of important. I feel like either the ADR told him to do it this way or do the read that way, or Thancred's voice actor decided it was the best way to do it. Because the way it sounded when he said that. This doesn't concern you, asshole. This doesn't concern you, Asian. Sorry. But it's appropriate though. Because obviously that's what would have been on Thancred's mind. It's perfect. Why you gotta poke Thancred? Why you gotta poke Thancred like that? We all know that he's just a bundle of nerves waiting to collapse ever since Minfilia left. And it's just gotten worse since he's this close now. Yeah, brotherly love, but yeah, sure, why not? Oh, that's so good. I love that scene though. It's real good. This will be the course you know, I will not jet though. I'm afraid it'll be difficult to spare any of the guard. Da-da-da-da. No, I don't promise to return. Can't imagine what Thancred must be feeling to behave this way. To say he's been changed since he's changed since coming here would be an understatement. He may as well be a different person. He reminds me of father. Is this the first time they've talked about their dad? Because I don't recall them ever talking about their father beforehand. He argued with us for months about our plan to go to Eorzea, but in the end, he accepted our decision. I do hope he's doing well. Yes, he's doing absolutely well as a stuck-up freaking asshole of that country that you come from, unfortunately. If I had only been able to locate Calusia's White One, I might not have come to this. Minfilia demonstrated impressive resolve just now. It seems she understands what must be done, though I do wonder if she's truly prepared to make the choice. Should she falter, it will fall to Thancred to guide her, however much he wishes it were otherwise. Though Thancred hath long known whither this path doth lead, his journey hath brought him no closer to acceptance. Will you never grow tired of shuffling your feet? If you have something to ask me, ask. Tell me about Zodiark, bitches! As I told you before, Zodiark is the creation of my people. The first people. We summoned him, as your kind might summon a primal, albeit an indefinitely more powerful one. And like one of your primals, he tempered us. It was only natural. There is no resisting such power. And so we Ashens came to exist solely to bring about the rule of darkness. His darkness. Of course, some would call us evil for it, and they would be fools. Though what that is to be expected, given the innate ability to conceive of the nature of the universe. But I believe I am repeating myself. Do you not trust me to speak honestly? Do you hope to catch me in a lie? Really? I have no need of such of deception, and even if I did, I assure you, you would find it quite indistinguishable from the truth. I'm sorry to be so insistent, but I know this is the only way. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with us. You have anything else to say? Okay, I know. Very well. Moving on. I think we'll head to Amarang, and that's where we'll kind of peace out for the night, because it's already 10:14. All the talking at least got me to my usual end time, which is nice. Also, by the way, showing off the AF gear for this tier of gathering right at the start. Brilliant. I like it. Sorry for the wait. I'm ready now. You sure you want to do this? Completely sure. Look, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure that I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be stronger, strong enough to face my destiny, and I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. I hope you can find it in yourself to believe too. When you put it that way, how could we not? It's your decision to make. Just be sure that you are prepared when the time comes. You were not at the gate, you liar, Thancred. If all are assembled, shall we depart? Sorry, I gotta go a little bit lower for Riage. We'll follow your lead. What route would you have us take? About that, there's something I neglected to mention. I saw your Morn ship coming in to land over on Marang while I was on my way back to the Crystarium. No doubt the same vessel that bore Vothari's forces to Raktika. Meaning we can expect to encounter armed resistance on our journey through the region. Right. Now that Nabatharang lies south in the southern regions of Amarang, and there are two routes that we can take to get there. The first is the eastern route, which would lead us past Mordsuk. The other is the western route, which would require us to pass through the Hills of Amber. Menfili and I took the eastern route last time. Yes, that's the more well-trodden path. It also makes for easier traversal of the Nabath Severance. But we can't use it. If we did, we would need to cross the Severance from a point nearby the inn at Journey's Head. If the Umorn caught wind of our approach, it could very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patients, and we could be sure that their activities would not meet with Volthry's approval. It would make the journey more arduous, but I believe it would be safer to take the western route, which brings me to my proposition. While you make for the Hills of Amber in the west, I will draw the Umorn's attentions elsewhere, to an area in the east I know to be uninhabited. That way you will you'll have a chance at reaching the Nabatharang unopposed without risk to civilians. I cannot deny this is a sound plan, but nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I will accompany you as well. It will afford us a chance to have a proper conversation. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something Thancred will regret. Well then, we leave the work for distracting Vothri's forces to you. The rest of us will take the western route. Please try to avoid attracting attention. With that in mind, I think it's best we follow the road from the bridges. We'll move faster with a solid path under our feet. We'll borrow a few Amaro for our own journey. I leave the rest to you, Minfilia. Thank you. I'll try not to disappoint. The same party we took through Ilmeg. Oh, did I overshoot? Come on, guys. I could fly through this area. Come on now. We'll need to move quickly. The longer the others need to keep the Moans breathing, the more likely they are to be caught. Well, let's see. Would that we all had surety of purpose. There you are. The gate leading to Amarang is just up ahead. In all the time I've been here, I've never ventured to the hills of Amber. Not that I'm particularly intimidated by new lands at this point, but we have more reasons enough to be cautious as it is. Keep an eye on Minfilia for me, would you? I don't know why I'm teleporting. I can't get anywhere on that side of freaking... Bop! Rianger? Who shall walk among us, who shall walk among us upon our return, I wonder? Amrang lies just beyond this gate. We only need to speak to that sentry. I'm ready. Let's go. Off so soon, Mr. Xiaolong? You barely had time to recover from the battle. Well, if you're certain, I'm hardly in a position to question you. And away we go. Do we get another, yeah, we do. They do. They most truly do. The italics on can, but the read made the emphasis more on yet, which is kind of weird. It throws me off for a second. Yep. Village so near? How convenient. Sound though Mistress Alice's logic was, I fear the road less traveled hath other perils in store for us. This place has been scarred by the flood too. Who can say what lies ahead? But whatever this road may be, it's mine to travel, and I don't plan to take a moment of my time to spend it for granted. 409 now, huh? I take it you seeing what I'm seeing? Finding a village when we're hardly 10 paces to the hills. Into the hills is a surprising stroke of luck, especially given our recent fortunes. But you won't hear any complaints from me. Let's see if the folk who live here can tell us what to expect from the road ahead. I at least want to make it to the Aether Crystal over there. There are actual people here. I completely forgot. You sell? No, you're no merchant. But then why do I know your face? Oh, I remember! You spent Fulbert gold! Such coin purse cracking! You are already a legend amongst more traders. You're a traveling merchant then. Can you tell us of anything of this village? Of course! Anything for valued customers. This place is Garrick. Before the flood, it was home to many miners. After, not so many. Now none. So now Master Genyen, okay, barred the village, made it into trading post. Very convenient location. In which case, you must be familiar with all the local roads, correct? We're on our way to Nabatharang ourselves. If we continue south from here, will we have any difficulties reaching it? Oh yes, great difficulty. The flood rent the stone and crushed the mines surrounding Nabatharang. Only steep cliffs and collapsed tunnels remain. Oh no. But surely there must be some way. Do you think of any other mode might have some sort of hidden route? Perhaps. You ask, they tell. Tell for free even, to friends of our best customer. Wonderful. Thank you for your help. Well then, best customer, let's see what kind of information your reputation buys us. And who's the one who made us the best customer? That would be the Crystal Exarch. It was all on him. Yeah, don't really care what they want to say right now. You wish to go to Navatharang? There was a way once, a gondola down from the cliffs, but it was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there's nothing left, and no one to use it. You may search for it if you like, but I doubt that its rusted wires would bear your weight. Gone. These kind of look like the smaller versions of those lizards from The Mandalorian, the first season. The ones that the Mando rode with the other dude. Anyway, for Nabatharang, airship is best. Nothing faster than an airship. Your Morns have one, I hear. You can ask them to take you. Though it seems but superfluous to do. You joyfully took notes of Gangan word. Yeah, sure. Why not? We can just, talk to the Yulmorans. I'm sure they would be grateful to give us that stuff. Oh, that is a surprise. Not many bound for Nabatharang these days. I do know of a trolley that once went there. It used to travel between all the settlements and mines of the Hills of Amber. It's locked behind a gate, however. I assume that will have kept it from being stolen or damaged, but it also prevents it from being much use. I have a bag? Oh, wait, yeah. Yeah, I do. They're sitting right here. Lots of bags. And I got a pocket thing there and a pocket thing there. Wow, I have lots of pockets. Ah, Yang. I'm afraid I've learned little of use of how to reach Nabatharang. Your Morn presence, though, that's another matter. Apparently, though their army is definitely in Amarang, there have been no sightings of your Morns in all of the Hills of Amber. Perhaps you could take that as a sign that Alice's plan has borne fruit. Did you find better luck finding us a route forward? I got 3 options, one of which is terrible. So these are our options. Well, what do you think? We could try the gondola. Might die, but can we get an airship anywhere? Not from Vothri, obviously. Gates aside, the trolley seems the most feasible. It does seem the least risky of our options, and I can't imagine one gate is enough to thwart you. I'd like to know a little bit more before we dash off in search of it, though. Perhaps Zunzun can offer some insight. Oh, valued customers! Were the other board of help? They were, but... Of a fashion. They told us of a trolley that runs to Navatharang, at least. But am I correct in thinking that there was a reason why you did not do so yourself when we first asked? Yes. The gate, you see, it is impassable. Before, there was a hulking thing of stone, the Talos. It opened the gate, they say. But none operate such a thing now. I do not even know if it yet exists. I do not know, but you should travel to the east to Mount Biran Mines. That is where the trolley controls stand. If I still see miners there from time to time, if everyone knows what happens to the Talos, it would be from them. Thank you, you've been a great help. We're off to Mount Biran then. Let us hope that someone there will have an answer to our questions. And off we go. We will attune to the crystal and be done for the evening. Yeah, there's no blue here. Southeast, eh? I remember spending a lot of time in this area the first time I played. Why are you guys hanging out over there? Okay, well, I'll go hang out with you for a moment. The scale of the track is impressive, I'll give them that. Now we only need to follow what comes in mines. Oh, you're over there on that side, huh? I'll have to cross on the tracks. Northeast. So this way first. There it is. Unfortunately, if anyone knows how to use them, it's not here. You wanna know what? Can I cheat? Because I'm really tired. And I want to attune to that aetherite. So what I might do is cheat my way across. Like, seriously, why don't we just walk across? Also, look at that. There's another pathway with a bridge that we could just do walking and then make it all the way to where we need to go. We don't need the trolley. What are we doing there? I mean, like, for now, anyway. Oop. Aether current important. We will take break for this. $460 alms east. It's a. That's how brain my broken is. I didn't even realize where my my random mount button was. Okay. Let's attune to the aetherite real quick, and we will be done for the evening. But ow. Speed run. Kind of. Not really. But either way, we done did good. And we will check it out further going forward, but not now. I am excited though to keep going. I'll make sure that when I come in tomorrow, when I start stream, I will land, like, start right from the other place. But until then, you guys have all been 10 out of 10 with me. Make sure you follow me on all the social medias and also on whatever stream you're watching on, and I will see you guys later.